Welcome back to Let's Play Tropico 4. I'm Hunter Black Luna. Some people are publicly demanding elections. I'm not too worried about that though, considering our popularity's, if I do say so myself, pretty decent. In fact, this mission has been going really decent so far. It's a little surprising because I remember stumbling a bit the first time through. I suppose it's just my own personal awesomeness.
Comrade, we have a plan that will speed up the arrival of the communist revolution by 37%.
That's a noticeable jump. As a matter of fact, let's check our almanac and, how does the USSR like us? Actually, our relations could do with a boost. I'm willing to pay to have the boost. Even though they're not going to pay us back. Only the Middle East does that, because they are quite awesome in this game. Looks like people are going to high school, which is very gratifying. Let's see. We're kind of deluged with money right now, which, let me tell you, best feel, bro.
What do you want? I'm busy ruling.
Presidente, get over there.
Never fear. Presidente is here.
Oh, you betcha. Presidential limousine. See, now we're getting a smaller amount of immigrants that we can manage. We'll get a clinic up, because, I mean, we don't need it right now, but I think it would be good to have one of those. As well as some additional... Although I did notice there's not a whole ton of good ranching land. And the good ranching land just happens to be... Well, there's good ranching land over here, interestingly enough. Oh?
I'm not quite pleased with the speed at which our operation is progressing, partner. Time is money, and one can never have enough money.
A good point. Very well, sir. We now have a concrete goal. I am officially not worried about this, although this is pretty much the perfect time to develop further industries of, many types. I'm a big fan of cigar factories, even for islands that don't have a ton of tobacco. And because they don't have tobacco, there's no reason to build them inland near any supply sources. No, let's just build it out here. I'll prioritize this to make sure it gets done. There we go.
What do you want? I'm busy ruling.
Get working on that industry. Childhood Museum is online. This would be a... Like I said, we could go into tourism, but honestly, I don't see much of a point right now. Academy of Science? Why not? Because we need college-educated people elsewhere, that's why not. Considering the generous time limit we have... Okay, we need roads there, who am I kidding? The generous time limit we have to do this is really the nicest thing. I mean, because it's still... We're still relatively early in the campaign, although I want to especially shout out to how easy this game is to load, and like, even on relatively high settings, it runs pretty well considering all I'm asking it to do.
Some Colombian barons have larger...
General, we don't have a rebel. I don't think I've had a rebel yet in my campaign. That's because the happiness is going up, up, up. I'm not exactly sure where all the tropican construction workers are going, but hey.
No me interesa.
What's the thoughts of the average tropican? We don't have very much entertainment, do we? Relative? Well, we have a bit. We have things here and there. Also allow imports, yep. Let's line up some people to work there, just in case. We've got the money to hire them on. Honestly, I'm not sure how to attract more high school people. I don't want to, like, try to peel soldiers off the palace and tell them to go work in the factory because I get some vague notion of how that's gonna go. Are there just no construction? Oh, construction office already fully staffed. There isn't really a reason for this to be happening. There's no limit on imports. I'm legitimately puzzled. There's one. College workers for the clinic, that's nice. Because I suppose, if we look at our immigration office, we can see we've succeeded in attracting all of 2 foreign experts. We're not exporting, this is... Well, you kind of got the boom and the bust cycle going on. Housing. Electricity. We could build, like, actual houses, although I almost never bother with that. A cabaret. Right next to the clinic, if we can manage it. Even better, right next to the grade school. Oh, it's not like it'll do them any more damage than Miss Pineapple does on a daily basis. Let's hit turbo for a little while, everybody. There we go, the factory's online. Workers are coming. Honestly, I want high school workers. I want so many of them. There we go. Each of the 2 or just the 2 superpowers. That was an awkwardly constructed sentence. Europe wants money. Sure.
Fine day.
Huh?
Presidente, Tropicans await elections next year. They wish to show their everlasting love and respect for you. They may have used different words, but that does not matter.
I guess this just is an indication of how well things are going. Nobody can even get bothered to bitch about it because things are going so well. I bet those 5 votes are the dude and his family. Elections with speech wouldn't really benefit us at this point, but I love election speeches, so let's do it. We haven't done much for the environment. They're probably not... Yeah, the environmentalists, as usual. I think what I'm going to do is praise the USSR for the Diplo boost, address the hot issue of the environment, and I'll promise the high average wage. Oh, looks like another candidate came in. I guess something happened. Whatever. Election time.
My fellow Tropicans, the importance of the upcoming elections has brought me before you.
What do you want? I'm busy ruling.
Step closer to our
Muy
goal.
buena.
Victory is almost upon us, but we must still push forward. Yes, there are problems. There will always be problems, especially in the current economic situation.
Good.
The pollution in the cities, about which I hear so much these days, is one of them.
12 foreign
and it
experts.
will be resolved,
This is
as
gonna
will
be
all
nice.
others, in time, as
Yeah.
the global economy stabilizes.
Ooh, I was waiting for
The
this event too.
unbreakable
I've
friendship
heard about this
now
before.
between Soviet and Tropican comrades ensures the dictate of the people for future generations. Our close relationship and common ideals will help us find a way to overcome all challenges.
Yay! Very well said, Presidente.
I have great plans for Tropico, plans that will be felt by everyone, even the least fortunate of you. In my next mandate, I will pursue policies that will enrich all of us. Tropicans will have the highest average wages
What is
in
it
the
now?
Caribbean.
Imagining him yelling snide asides to me as he's giving the speech.
With the strength of our hearts and minds, we will prevail.
I like to prevail. Let's go for balanced policies now. Pretty much everyone is cool with us at some level. Slowing things down is probably a bit easier on the processor. Although the evidence isn't really bearing that out. Yeah, that's output storage. More expensive beef, although most of this is probably going to feed our population. I really wish you could build farms. Those are like the centerpiece of my plan at any point. Marketplace... I don't know. Whenever I build these, they don't seem to get used. But then when I don't, it seems like we need them. So I'm never entirely sure. Well, at least the cabaret's getting finished. I mean, you know, the factory, yeah, but... What the... Interesting. Interesting bit of graffiti on the... Solidarity. Primary school. You know, that actually looks like a pretty cool playground and stuff. That's not bad. You know, the school I went to didn't have a playground. And it's not because it was poor necessarily, it's just the school had a reputation for doing very much with very little, so they never got any more funding, and they were overcrowded. They were a very good school, which is what led to the feedback cycle. That's public service for you folks. Do bad, people hate you. Do good, people take all your shit away and keep demanding, and then they hate you still. That's why I have mad respect for all sorts of public servants. Let's connect this. Doesn't offer as much practical value as Sim City right away, but still. Shepherd, Jacob. Good morning, Shepherd. Why are you
must
on my
excuse
ship?
my lazy
Oh.
employees. It seems that their sudden career change has proven detrimental to their motivation.
Oh. Also, I'm entirely sure that it's supposed to be Keith Preston saying this. Threatening to paralyze the island's economy. Haha. Well, we could always turn it into a dungeon, but you know what? Presidente will not resort to those tactics.
People are growing restless, Presidente. We must brace ourselves for constant strikes until we manage to construct a cosmic pin on the island.
Huh. Or we can just pay off the protesters, which I am more than happy to just do that. Considering we'd have to get a power industry up, and then I'd feel obligated to develop tourism if I had the damn cosmic pin. Although that doesn't mean we couldn't build other huge and completely unnecessary attractions. Mother of God, do construction workers just... I hate them more than anything, if we're being honest. Isn't there still a crime problem down here? It's gonna detract from high school workers, but... don't have all that much choice. At least we can get back here, that's nice. Yeah, you can get really far back here. Can't get between these buildings though, I built them a little too tightly. So that's a bit convoluted, but hey, we can strike at the source of this problem. I'm just gonna build this police station, I don't even care. Hire some people, which is getting it gets expensive to hire people, but with high school workers you don't need to really care about that all that much.
There is a crisis of command.
Yes, General, thank you. Okay, we get a couple of years of these factories going, and man, if we get this rum distillery up ever, then that would be good too. Honest to God, I mean, yeah, I'm sorry about the frame rate too, everybody. It's totally my fault for wanting this resolution. Damn it, I was hoping to avoid that. Man,